1. Wine. Wine was the first miracle of Jesus, which must mean something about God, his penchant for spectacle. Tonight, consider the emptied glass one prophet can transubstantiate into a brimming celebration the length of a country. Liquor, too, can be a consecration, so it became the way I practiced. A righteous justification from the bottle. I thought I'd be a drop in the bucket of history, the most tragic martyr, devotion, debauchery. The line between them is blurry, a sinner feigning sainthood without knowing the cost. 2. Water. I was conjured in a temple, but like water pulled from a stone, it should never have happened. Prophets always seem to float instead of sinking. Once again, the drinking water magicked. Another prophet opens a river where a country ought to be. We rationalize what we can, worshiping the past. I learned biblical stories of near drowning, Noah on the edge of the flood. The messenger's messy work arrives, natural as the water my lone cup runneth over with. No, I don't think myself a prophet. I'm a different figure altogether. Remember how this all started? 3. Blood. No, it wasn't the blood soured in my own hands. It wasn't Moses, his staff raised above God's wretched work, the enemy's prayer fouled by divine intervention, transformed into a festering wound. No, it wasn't the circular way I was taught to inherit suffering, to handle pain like using a knife to open a knife. Our intimacy with ruin is older than prophecy, older than sacrifice, a tangle of blood and brotherhood, but it's much simpler than that. Just Cain, preparing to kill with a stone. Wine, water, blood. Wine was the first miracle. I was conjured in a temple. But no, it wasn't the blood of Jesus, which must mean like water pulled from a stone, it soured in my own hands. Something about God should never have happened. It wasn't Moses, his staff raised, his penchant for spectacle. Prophets always seem to float above God's wretched work. Tonight, consider the empty glass instead of sinking. Once again, the enemy's prayer fouled. One prophet can transubstantiate the drinking water, magicked by divine intervention, transformed into a brimming celebration. Another prophet opens a river into a festering wound the length of a country where a country ought to be. No, it wasn't the circular way liquor too can be a consecration. We rationalize what we can. I was taught to handle pain like righteous justification from the biblical stories of near drowning, using a knife to open a bottle. I thought I'd be Noah on the edge of the flood knife. Our intimacy with ruin is a drop in the bucket of the messenger's messy work, older than prophecy, older than history. The most tragic martyr arrives, natural as the water sacrifice, a tangle of devotion, debauchery. My lone cup runneth over with blood and brotherhood, but the line between them is blurry. No, I don't think myself a prophet. It's much simpler than that, just a sinner feigning sainthood. I'm a different figure altogether. Cain, preparing to kill without knowing the cost. Remember how this all started? With a stone.